Hello everybody, this is Deadorf here. I'm doing the next part of What If Deku Was Dream, so welcome back. Anyway, where was I? Zuko, last time we left off is Zuko, like pretty much I just said what happened to him pretty much and how he lived out there. Another thing, he's killed a lot of monsters, like, in animals, so he can live. He's been drinking water, he's found a fresh batch of water. So, yeah. You know what? He has a well. Yeah, he has a well. He has a well. And that's how he gets water. He has a well by his camp. So yeah, last time I left off, he was 13. He has pretty much, like, everything. So yeah, and also Izuku, ever since he was left behind, he always wear the mask. So yeah. He's never not wearing the mask. He pretty much is wearing the same thing in this picture, but just imagine, like, netherite armor covering it. Pretty much, that's, enchanted. Because he has an enchantment table and probably an anvil, too. I just imagine how stupid it looks for just an enchantment table to be just, like, sitting in the middle of a goddamn forest with bookshelves around it. Anyway. Izuku, over the years, as I said before, because I didn't get to that, he's good at parkour, he's fast, he's gotten stronger where he's capable of just, like, punching, like a somewhat, like, thick tree, somewhat, not that thick, but, like, he's capable of, like, punching one down. Well, right now he's capable of punching down a thin tree. Not so thin where it's pretty much a fucking twig, but, thin. With just, like, his bare hands. He doesn't even need an axe anymore. He can use an axe for better efficiency, but, hey, if I don't need to use stuff, I can just use my bare hands. But anyway, moving on. Izuku has gotten used to this life. He usually just, like, sits up in a goddamn tree. Usually, and just, like, kind of watches for, like, things to, like, kill for food, or just, like, if any, like, mobs getting close to his house. Such as, creepers and spiders. Well, he doesn't really have to worry about spiders, but he can use their string. The one he mostly has to worry about is creepers. Because those guys, they suck. Anyway. Moving on. Izuku pretty much just climbs back down from the tree because he didn't find it. He didn't really see anything. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah, Izuku just pretty much just climbs back down from the tree and doesn't really see anything. And just kind of, like, sits there because he has nothing better to do. He's just waiting for his stuff to be finished smelting. He probably has a blast furnace, cooker, all that shit. Not a cooker, a smoker. Anyway. He's got enchantments for pretty much everything he has. Also, I'm going to say he doesn't wear a helmet. He just wears the mask as, like, a helmet. And also, I'm going to say his mask is capable of being enchanted. So, yeah. I'm going to say this is the point in time where he, like, literally just turned 13. So, ow. Anyway. Moving on, where was I? So, yeah. So, Azuki's just, like, kind of sitting there. He, like, closes his eyes for, like, a bit so then he can, like, just relax. Take it easy for a little bit, you know? You always gotta have that time where you gotta take it easy. You can't always just be on a grind. Because if you are, you're gonna one like a couple of things. You can go insane. You can just like die of being of exhaustion. Pretty much a lot of things can happen. So yeah. And Izuku will always like closing his eyes. He's not really like thinking of anything. He doesn't hear the thing creeping up on him. I was gonna say person, but it's not really a person. Well, whatever. And Izuku kind of just like ends up falling asleep a bit. And then this thing is like creeping around the tree that he is sleeping on, and steps on a twig, which then cracks, and Izuku immediately wakes up, pulls out his sword, and has the sword up to the thing's neck. Which then not this exact picture, but he sees this. Yeah, okay, anyway, moving on. Which she doesn't have blue hair right now because she's not charged, but she has just orange hair. And she says, hey, she's like freaking out, like, because she has like a sword up to her neck. And Izuku's like, who are you and what do you want? And she says that her name's Creeper, and she's just looking around the area. Izuku says, Creeper? You mean those things that explode? Yeah, nice try. Who are you? And she says, I am one. He's like, no, you're not. And he says, no, you're not. They have 4 legs. They don't have arms, and they don't look like a person. And she just and they just have a little argument about this whole on thing. Fuck. Anyway, they have a whole argument about this because she is a creeper, but like a quirked one that makes her look human. She's a quirked creeper that makes her look human. And she like says how she's a quirked creeper, and her quirk is makes her look human, but also makes her similar to Bakugo in a way, that she shoots out like explosions. Also, another thing she can do is explode, just like explode the area around her, but not die. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing is when she's charged, pretty much she can only use that charge once before it's all gone. So, yeah. So, and he's like, you're a quirked one. Okay, fine. Whatever. And he's like, leave. And she asked why. He's like, this is my place. You leave. This is my territory. And she just he asked him to spare some food because she has nothing to eat. Izuku's like, what I was doing earlier was scouting out for food. So maybe, just by the coincidence that a trap would go off, or my traps would go off around here, would be fine. And then I'm gonna say he has like this thing in his base that's like a weird, like, it's like a loom, but it's like goes up into the trees, and whenever it tells him like if a trap goes off, And one of the strings like pulls, and he's like, "Well, what a coincidence!" And he just goes to the trap that string went off, and I'm gonna say he captured a pig. Sure, why not? Yeah, a pig, because it's probably not a rabbit. Because he has different sizes of traps. He has traps for rabbits. He has traps for pigs, cows, pretty much everything. And even like mobs themselves. He has some for like that's designed for zombies, but they can capture humans as well. Which he goes to it. He just kills the pig, cooks it up, and gives her some, and then tells her to leave. Which she doesn't. She's like, but I have nowhere else to go. He's like, well, and he says, well, I have no use for you. So there's no point in you being here. All you're gonna do is consume my food. I don't know if I said this yet, but Izuku's good at parkour. I don't think I said that yet. So yeah. Where was it? And she's like, yes, I can come in useful to you. And he says, oh really? Then okay. If you can come in useful, go out, go find something, kill it, and bring it back. Go find like a cow or something. Go find some sort of animal to bring back as food. Then I will let you stay here. Which then she leaves, goes out, and she leaves for like a couple hours. Night falls. Izuku goes back to sleeping on that light. Goes back to sleeping. She comes back, wakes him up. She's like, "What?" He's like, and she just like drags him I'm gonna say a sheep. Sure, why not? Yeah, a sheep. And she says, "Here's the goddamn food." He's like, honestly, I didn't expect you to come back. Whatever. I guess you can stay. And she says, "Yay!" He's like, "Do you want to sleep? Do you need a bed to sleep? Do you want a bed?" And she says, "Yeah, duh. Why the fuck would I sleep on the ground?" He's like, whatever. I'm gonna say they're both 13. You know, because you already know this is the fucking ship. Because the only reason why I'm making this the ship is because like I thought of every single character in My Hero Academia, and like none of them were really compatible for this. So I was like, yeah, why not? And also, it's probably like the only Minecraft what if I'll ever do. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get this too long, so he pretty much just makes her bed. They both go to bed, and that's where I'm gonna end it off, guys. Bye.